This bulletin is brought to you by Good Morning Vihalia. Enjoy the warmth and indulge in the deliciousness.
Good morning, good morning.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, there's a man from Penang who has been described by a prominent journalist as one who is not a genius but would never give up. His life achievements have become so incredible that we were told today that there's a movie about him in the works, which will probably get you to think, wow, a movie about a young businessman from the home shore of Penang, not blessed with the gift of genius, but who worked and persevered and never gave up. Beautiful story? Well, the thing is, we're talking about Jho Low, and more importantly, this prominent journalist who said it was none other than Wall Street Journal Pulitzer Prize nominee Tom Wright. He was in town today doing book signings at Kinokuniya in KLCC for his latest book, The $1 Billion Whale. He hinted during a media interview that there is a movie deal being negotiated based on the 1MDB scandal and its alleged mastermind, Jho Low. He didn't want to say any more, just that the film will not be produced by Red Granite Pictures. So what else did Tom talk about? For starters, he claims that Jho Low had offered to arrange meetings with Prime Minister Dr. Mahathir Mohamad in New York, where Mahathir is right now attending the United Nations General Assembly. Whether the PM is going to take up this offer or not is still yet to be known, because the Prime Minister's department has not responded to Malaysia Kini's request to comment about this claim. Now, does this mean that Jho Low is in New York? Well, not necessarily actually. In fact, Tom believes that Jho Low is moving freely in mainland China. Tom claims that there are people in China who have a vested interest in keeping Low away from prosecutors to prevent details about some infrastructure deals involving Chinese firms from coming to light. Tom thinks that Jho Low has detailed knowledge of major infrastructure deals involving Chinese firms and may have even been involved in the negotiations that led to some of them. PKR President-elect Anwar Ibrahim caused a bit of a panic among PKR members when he warned on Sunday that he would not compromise on any party contenders offering projects to win support in the party election. Projects for votes in PKR? Was that already happening at this stage? Well, that's what we decided to find out today.
Itu saya lebih banyak sebagai peringatan, amaran, sebab ada yang kemukakan pandangan seperti ini. Bila saya terima, tanggungjawab saya sebagai ketua memperingatkan orang yang ada jabatan jangan mempelawar dan meraih undi untuk dengan pertimbangan itu. Dan saya katakan kalau ada itu lebih banyak sebagai amaran dan peringatan. Okey.
Amidst the ongoing clusterfuck that is the PKR party elections, there have been suggestions to bring in the Coalition for Free and Fair Elections, or BERSE, to help out with the election process. Now, Party President-elect Anwar Ibrahim said that he is open to the suggestion, but he said that it would be difficult to bring them in midway through the process. This round of the party polls introduces a new electronic voting system. However, there were complications with the system that caused the results for the state of Kedah to be invalidated. Can you get it? A whole state's worth of results got invalidated. How would you feel if you voted in there and then, you got told, yeah, your vote's not valid no more, come back tomorrow and try again? But hey, BERSE is an electoral watchdog, not your tech support, okay? According to Anwar and the PKR election committee, the election must be completed within the allotted time frame that was ordered by the Registrar of Societies. After a report in the New Straits Times wrote that Rosmah Mansor, the wife of former Prime Minister Najib Razak, could be facing up to 20 criminal charges, today the Malaysian Anti-Corruption Commission said they completed their investigation on her. According to the MACC Chief Commissioner Sukri Abdul, the report, as in the MACC report, not the NST one, was sent to the Attorney General, who will have the say on what happens next. Now, of course, everyone wants to know what's going to happen to the former self-declared First Lady of Malaysia, but as journalists, we pressed Shukri for answers. And of course, he refused to comment further, claiming that whether Rosmah will be prosecuted or not is outside the jurisdiction of the MACC. Now, speaking of the MACC, they have arrested former Tabung Haji chairperson and Baling MP Aziz Abdul Rahim, and also one of his brothers. According to a source in the commission, the two were detained this morning. However, the reasons for their arrest remains unclear. All that we know at this point is that 4 months ago, on the 23rd of May, the graft busters seized 500,000 ringgit in cash and 1.2 million ringgit in various other currencies from Aziz's homes. Bernama later reported that the raids were to facilitate investigations into the appointment of contractors involving Tabung Haji projects. The case is being investigated under Section 16 of the MACC Act 2009. Malaysia's first multigrains brand. The champion is Good Morning. Alright, we wrap up the bulletin with some talk about conducting elections. Now, okay, what is it with this country and elections? Really, from indelible ink that washed off in the 13th general elections to the epic blunders in PKR's electronic voting system, why is it that the one thing this country fails so spectacularly at is holding a simple election properly? Bear in mind that we practice the first past the post system, which is, despite its limited application and poor reflection of public preference, is a system that's much easier to implement than a preferential voting system. Let's talk about it in the comments. Not familiar with the ways of these elections? Ask questions, get to know it, get to find out more. Perhaps we'll find the answer to this question right there and then. Hit like, follow, subscribe and share this video. I'm Daniel Anthony. Thank you for watching.